Hello, my gorgeous people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline, and if it's your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave some comments below. Be sure to turn on notification so that you don't miss out on my next video. In most of my video, I used to see you people commenting, asking me which country I'm from. Originally I'm from Namibia. I'm from Namibia. So don't keep on asking me the same question. Because if you want to know where I'm from, on the intro, there's a video that I did about myself, talking a little bit about myself. So you have to go further with my video and watch. You'll see where I talk about where I'm from, where I lived. So in today's video, we are going to react to Rachel and Henrik breakup. Even though it's allegedly, because a lot of people are saying that, it's like they have broken apart. They're no longer living together. I think Rachel, I think she's from Kenya, if I'm not mistaken, and then the guy is a Caucasian. I'm not sure which country the guy is from. I'm not sure if he's a Swedish guy or if he's from other countries here in Europe. I'm not sure about that. So I think I'll just have to touch something on concerning their relationship. I'm not going to say that maybe I have lived with them. Just according to the what to the to the video. Because it's like I was once subscribed to what Rachel's video. Excuse me, not her video. I mean like her channel. But I don't know. It's just like I lost interest. Because it's like most of her video. It's like she was doing like fashion, traveling. Of course, I like traveling. But I'm not. I think she was just like a little bit extra for me. Because for me, it's like I like something whereby if I come onto your channel, I want something whereby I'm going to learn about about life. It I don't like to watch a video whereby most of the time you're talking about cleaning the apartment, or talking about traveling. Talk something about life. That's something that I like. I don't have any problem with her. It's just that I could not be able to continue watching her video. But I think she's a very smart lady. I don't think that maybe she'll go through like hardship like the other American girl, because the American girl, who was crying on YouTube, I think that one, she has lost her mind. Because that's the reason that I always used to tell people, financial stable is very important. Don't rely on a man, regardless even if you get married, regardless even if you are in a relationship with a man. Some ladies have got a tendency whereby once when they fall in love, they take all their heart, they put it into a man. Don't do those things. It's just like the same thing like to Rachel. Rachel, she's a very smart person. But I just think that the guy, I don't think that maybe that man, he was like into her, like to say that maybe to see a future with her, like having kids, like having an extended family tree, something like that. I don't think that maybe he was into that. And then you have to understand that here, most of the time here, when you live like in Europe, they don't consider like married that much. They consider something like sambo. Sambo is like a lady and a man, they can live together. You are not married, but you'll be just living together, just like boyfriend and girlfriend, living together. But in Africa, they don't believe in things like sambo. But here in Europe, most of the time, that's what's most common here. You have it's lucky if you find a man here in Europe, to put a ring on you. So I think that maybe she has just like wasted her time, being with that guy. Because the first thing that you have to observe, once when you are in a relationship with a man, at the very beginning of the relationship, you have to look at some red flags. Some people, I know some people, they're going to twist my words and say that no, you think that maybe you're better than Rachel, all those things. No, I'm not saying that. I am talking about in general. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to me as well. I am a single mother as well. I don't want to make a mistake whereby I become in a I put my heart into a man, then in return, he's not going to do such kind of thing. Because when you look at Rachel's video, most of the time, she used to do like, like this romantic thing, cleaning, but I could not just feel the guy, because I don't know, I don't think that maybe they were even a match, because Rachel, she's so smart for that guy. She needs somebody, because they with that guy, it's like she has put herself down. She's she needs a guy who's like on her class, not that guy, that she was like dating, Me, I'm happy for her. If it's true that they have separated, I'm happy for her. She'll get somebody who's going to treat her good. I don't understand sometimes why is it that some other African lady, once when they reach here in Europe, they lower their standard. They start to fall in love with anything that they just see. Hmm? When you look at the girl, you can see that clearly that the girl, she's very smart. But I don't know why she just picked that man. But sometimes, we cannot judge, because every person in this world, has got the right to choose whoever they want to choose, whoever they want to date or whoever they want to marry. But you have to choose wisely. It's the same thing like me. I am not judging anybody, because it can happen to me as well. But we have to be very careful, who we date, because you don't want a situation whereby you put your heart into a man and then in return he's not going to do the same thing. Because when you look at what Rachel, she's been doing so much for that guy, hoping that maybe that guy one day maybe he was going to give her a ring, all those things. No, you could see clearly because even some friend, they used to ask, when are you going to get married, all those things. You could see clearly that the guy, he was never even serious to answer those questions. That's when you see that that's a red flag. That's something that it was supposed to show her that no, this guy, he's not serious with me. He does not see a future with me. Some people, let me tell you, some other men, they can waste your time. Some other men, they're not ready to settle down, and they have the right. And you don't have to force a man who's not ready to marry you. It's up to you as a lady to decide. It's just like, for example, right now, I am ready to settle down. I don't want to meet a man who's going to waste my time, like 5 years living with him, in his house. Like for me, I am an African lady. Like in my culture, you can't live with a man, without being married. It can't happen. That's our culture. Once when you are living with a man, that man, maybe he's already married you, not a situation that like Rachel, that the way she did, she was already living with that guy. So I think I don't think that I can do such kind of a thing, like to live with my boyfriend, yet he has never even paid bride price, you know, like dowry, because like back in Africa we believe in dowry. It's very important. Like in my country, once when a lady gets married, you have to remove something, but not a situation whereby you just go into a man's house and then you start living with the person, cooking for a man who's not married to you, just like the way Rachel was doing, washing clothes for a man that she's not married to. So, and I'll say that by no means is this video sponsored, and everything I say in this video is of personal experience and liking. You don't need to take my words for it. So see you guys in my next video. So bye bye, lovely people.